Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we're taking a look at the Maschine MK3 and Maschine Plus. Sorry. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. I've lost the plot. Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. Today we're taking a look at Maschine. I'm using Maschine Plus, but this is exactly the same on the Maschine MK3 as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be, searching for sounds on Maschine. There are literally thousands of them, and I haven't even got all the content that I can load on here. So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do, for file, and I'm just going to create a new project here, and I'll just save the one I've just been playing with, and it'll load my new one, and it'll be a nice blank clean project for us to start with, and here it is. And I could name this by hitting shift and save on the Maschine Plus. Okay, so there's nothing in here at all. There are a couple of ways we can do this. Now, usually I would say go to my plugin browser, which I have to go there to load sounds, and go to plugin browser. And then I would go to, say, where are we? Groups here. And here are all the groups that I have on here. And I'd select a product, say something like, I don't know, Backyard Jams or stuff from Maschine, which everybody has. And then we can just scroll through and look for a kit. But I found one of the most interesting ways to do this is, instead of loading a kit to start with, you can search for any individual sound or loop that you want. We're going to look for individual sounds. I'm on group 1 here, so group A, if you like, sorry, group A. But I'm going to change the thing here too. It's not sounds, that's different. It's like synth sounds and things. Instruments, we could look at instruments. I have some instruments on here. There's FM8, Contact 7's on here, some really nice sounds from there. Maschine, Massive, Prism. Let's move it over. Prism and Reactor and Retro Machine. So yeah, you can choose an instrument like this if you want to, or we can go to effects. We don't want to go to effects, loops, or one shots. And one shots is great. Now at the moment here, I'm just going to take off the actual thing, and you'll see that at the moment, and this is just an acoustic, I'll take this off, I have 22,267 results. So there's over 22,000 one-shot sounds in here. And to go through all of these obviously would take forever. So what we can do is, that'll stop in a sec. What we can do is go to all types here, and then we can use our category search as well. So look, I'm going to start with ambient. Some of these ambient sounds are incredible. Now there's only 130 results to go through, okay, and no subtypes for ambience, but ambient sounds on Maschine. You got to let its CPU catch up with itself, obviously, because it's searching massive amounts of sound. How cool is that? Some absolutely brilliant sounds. So I quite like that one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this onto this pad here. So this is exactly what this is doing. It's just loading that one sound onto this one pad in group A. So if I hit load now, I have that really cool, impact type sound just on this one pad here in group 1, which means that I can now go to another pad and choose another sound. Now there's a couple of ways I can do that. I can hit pad mode again and choose another pad here. You'll see there's nothing in here, but it tells me what's in pad 1. So I could go to this pad here like this, or if I'm in pad mode, you'll see that if I load that pad onto there now, it's going to put that sound in there. There is another way to do this. All you need to do is hit select and then choose an empty pad, like say for instance this one up here, and we can put another sound. And these sounds are just awesome. So I'm just going to load that. So I've got two really cool sounds now, just on group A. We can load a few more. This is what this is basically. This is kind of building up some sort of kit that you could use just with one group. But you have a lot of groups you can use, not just these 8. Then there's more. There's 8 in group A of A, and then you can go to bank B. You've got different bank subgroups that you can use as well, right? Yes, please strike the like, folks. That's really cool. Now, I like strange sounds, so ambient is really good. So I'm going to do the select thing again. I'm just going to hit select here and choose this next pad here and listen to some more sound. Now, if you bought an older version of a Maschine, you'd still be able to follow this. The workflow is still the same, and I think pretty much sure that Native Instruments still support the older stuff, I think. Oh, listen, I'm going to put that in there now. So now I've got... Now, here's another thing, right, you can do. You can do this with all the groups and everything. You can go into keyboard mode. So if I select that very cool sound there, which is called ambience, I can't read it with my eyes. If I go into keyboard mode now, what this does is it spreads that sound chromatically over. But we can go up an octave. Now, if I record this in, it just records it in as a sound. Now, this is chromatic. I could change it to, say, minor. And I know it's C minor because it says C4 there. If I want to change the key, or I just use the semitone, so now it's B flat, A. Now this is A minor. And then back to pad mode, where it goes back to the original key. Let's choose another one here. So because I'm in pad mode, I can select a pad to pick. Go back to our browser here and I love the ambient sounds. Quite like that as well. I'll load that in there. Let's go to another one. I'll just go select, choose. If you're anything like me, you love these wild and wacky sounds. That's cool. That's going in. Awesome stuff. I just love it. It's epic. So I'm going to go select new pad. Every side. See, this is the trouble. This is what happens to me, right? I start to play with Maschine, and I just keep. I want to put all the sounds in, you know. Oh, Joe made scones. I swear to God, they're the best scones I've ever had in my life. I'm not just saying that because Joe's my wife and I love her and I don't want her to kick me head in. But they were awesome. They were really, really brilliant. That's nice. Thanks, Joe. So that's nice. So like I said, we could then go to what still in C minor, or A minor. We could go and look at, even when we're in pad mode, and we select this, we could go and check it out. We can see it's a sampler, and we're on sound, so. Another sampler. These are all samples, obviously, so they're all going to be sampled sounds. Let's choose another one here, go to our browser. That's nice. That's a cool sound. I'm gonna put that in there. Hang on a minute. I need to select another pad. Throw that in there. Select another one. So we're building up quite a nice kit here, just on one bang. Oh, I like that. Let's put that in there. That needs to be louder, so just while I'm just going to go to my plugin and add a or compressor or a maximizer, it doesn't really matter. Epic. Select another pad. So this could be our ambient group, you know, and then in a minute I'll do another group. So let's see. Let's go here. Nice. Oh, yeah. Actually, did I not save my... Doesn't matter. I'm going to load that one into there. And we'll just quickly choose another pad. Some drones, these. Okay, so that'll do for what I'm going to do. I'm going to save this. I'm going to just save the actual project. Now I'm just going to call it, excuse me, I'll call it Soundscapes. Oh no, it's one word, isn't it? Soundscape. So, Soundscape, and just enter, and that's going to save my project. Now my project is saved, so I'm not going to lose anything of what I've just done. Let's go to group 2. Let's look for, we'll stay on one shot and we'll change our category. So this time we want to be looking at something like, we've got just tons and tons of stuff here. So maybe we want some sort of drums in here. Okay, so you'll see that there are 7,000 different drum one shot. So that's too many. We need to drill this down a little bit. Subtypes maybe. Let's see, kick. Okay, and characters, we'll have maybe digital kick. That's nice. We'll load that in. Don't want to spend too long messing around with drums. I'm going to select the next pad. Obviously, we want this to be some sort of snare would be useful. So there's snare. We'll stay with our digital. That one. We'll go to another one and a couple of hi-hat things kind of thing. So let's see. Hi-hat closed. We'll stick with digital. Again, we could change the thing, but that one. Open hi-hat now. Hi-hat open, and just stick that one here. Oh, done that wrong. Sorry, I'm gonna have to just go back to my hi-hat closed. And I'll put that one. No, that'll be fine. Select my next one for my hi-hat open. That one. Just let me go to pad mode and make sure my choke groups are set for the same thing for these, so they don't cut them off, sort of thing. Let's go to another pod. So here we could put in some we could put some toms. I'll put some toms in this. Select this pad here, go to our plugin browser. Again, now I can change my thing to here we go. We've got some toms. So let me check this. Okay, what I'm going to do is just I'm going to put this one on this next one as well. So I'm going to in fact put 4 of these on here. So I guess the easiest way I could do that is just copy them over, but I think I can let's go to browser, just go to select and select. I need to load that in. Select, load that in, and I'm going to just select this one and load that in. So now these will all be the same. I'm going to set these choke groups, by the way, all to, I'll set them to choke group 2 because I'm using choke group 1 for the what's its. So now, and now I can just tune them as I want them. So I'll go to my plugin instance, go to my second page. mean, I would suggest you spend more time tuning them. I'm just going to quickly just hit shift and save. Actually, I can just hit save. Oh no, I'll hit shift and save, and that'll save it for me. Otherwise, if I just hit save, it'll want to be watching it. So, and then on and on we could go. We could put some nothing in there, is there? No. We could put some hi-hat cymbals or effects or any other sound. Okay, so another thing we can do is we can go to a group of a third group, and instead of putting multiple pads and things on, we could load a synth in, you know, so we've got something to actually play if we wanted to, some sort of synthesizer if we go to browser. So we've been looking at one shot, and as you can see, there are literally tons and tons of these. Now you can, oops, sorry about that. You can look for sounds if you want to. We could go to say, guitar or flute. Let's go to flute. There's or maybe guitar. And you can choose these. Anything, it tells you what it is. This is an A sharp. So for instance, say you liked that, we could load that in here, and there it is. But we could then go to keyboard mode, and now we're on A because we're on A minor. Or we could load a synth, and let's go back to pad mode. So we know that that's got guitar samples, so you could put that in there, or any other sound you want to find. But we could go to, say, let's go to browser. This time, let's look for instruments, and maybe look at, we've got contact in here. And again, with contact, you see, you can search for types, and we could go like this. And you can look for this. There's, I'm on it. That's right. That's why. So there's 50 results in here for contact. This is contact 7, and these are actually drum. Or we could go say, well, okay, let's put in FM8, which is awesome, and maybe look at all types. And this is within the FM8 synth now. So we could go, maybe some synth pad sound. Or we could go, what about, say, sort of, we've got soundscapes, but a lot of these soundscapes you will have heard, but maybe not though, because there's a lot of them. And you get, if you buy Maschine Plus, you get these. Or if we look at, say, keys. So say you like that Rode sound, you can put that in. And we've loaded FM8 now into this group 3. But here's where it gets cool. I can plug a MIDI keyboard in, obviously, or go to my keyboard. I'm still in my A minor. This needs to be a little bit louder, so I'll just give that a bit of a boost with a maximizer. But the cool thing with Maschine Plus and Maschine Mark 3 is we go into chord mode. We know we're in minor because the rest of it I've set it all to minor. This where it says a chord here. At the minute we're in. Let me drop that down an octave. And these are types of chords. So that's a 1, 3, or a 5. We could do a 1, 3, 5, and 7. That has some really cool chord sets, and we can have 8 major types of chord set and 8 minor types of chord set. So there's a cool A minor. I'll take it up an octave. This is all instead of plugging in a MIDI keyboard. And some of these chord sets are absolutely bloody brilliant. So I test C add 9. Really good stuff. So we've got 3 sets now. Let's go back to our second one where our drums are. Let's make some music with what we've just put together. So all this so far is like taking like half an hour. So you can see how fast Maschine is when you learn to just navigate around it quite quickly. You can build up tracks and stuff really fast. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're on group B, because this is where I want to start with my hi-hats and a couple of drums and things. And at any other time I can still go back in, select a new pad, load a new sound, put a cymbal in, and let me just do tons and tons of cymbals, gongs, splash cymbals, chinas, rides, crashes, everything you want in here. So first of all, let us make a pattern for our second group. So we'll go in here, we'll just go create, and I will do a 4-bar pattern. You can have patterns up to 256 bars long, so you can just record freely if you want, or this. So here's our pattern. Let's go to our events, and let's make sure our metronome is on by holding shift and hitting tap. So there we go, our metronome now. Okie dokie. So let's go with, let's just record some drums in, shall we? Okay. So I'm going to hold shift, record, and that will give me a 4-bar count in, and I'll just put in a pattern. Now I'll put a pattern in. I can put my hi-hat in over the top now. Or let's do this. This hi-hat here, let's just turn that up a little bit, shall we, in the mix. If we go into step mode here, and I press play, I could put in the hi-hats with the grid. nice way to do this is to, I want to make sure Fix Boss hears it, is if I go into grid mode here, right, and I go to step, and I choose 18T, which is 18 triplet, which is this one here, that 18 triplet, and I go back to my step mode. Now if I press my restart, I'm going to put in some. So if I put these in here like this, it's giving those hi-hats a triplet fill, and I need to just change position here. So find out where I'm going. Here we go. Put them, and also into my third section here. Here it's giving them a 1/8 triplet feel, so it's really nice. So that's giving us a little bit of a drum pattern. And let's just check my scene. I've only got one scene. Let me check my song ideas. So I'm going to add in another scene. I'm going to set that up there. So I've just added a scene, and now I'm going to, yeah, now you can click the follow button as well. Right. Okay. So I'm going to go to group 1 now and start to have a mess around here. So I'm going to just make a pattern for my group, set it at 4 bars. Just for ease. I want to make sure I'm in the right key, see? So. Go back to pad mode. Yeah, it's good. Right, now let's make another pattern for this. So I'm going to duplicate this pattern so I can start to add to it, and then this is going to make more sense when I try to, you know, arrange my song into a scene. So now I've got the same pattern here, and I can start to chuck in some of the stuff. So and I could go back to group 1 now, me drum group, sorry. Go to pattern, and I'll duplicate that pattern as well, and that means I can now throw in a few extra toms that we put in as well. So let's just have a mess. just for fun. Quantize. Okay, now I'm quite happy with the, let me just go to my ideas view. I'm going to add another scene here. So for scene 1, I'm just going to have the drums play. For scene 2, I'm just going to have that play, the first drum pattern with pattern 2 of this scene, otherwise we'll be here all night. Scene 3, I shall have this play, and then I'll add in some of our cool chords that we did from the first pack. So go to group, let me just go to pattern now. For this is my group for my, and this ain't gonna sound great, but you'll get the idea. It'll sound okay, it'll all be in tune and that, but you know, here we go. So right, okay. Let me see, what am I doing? Right, I need to make a pattern. So pattern, create 4 bars, go to our events. I'm just going to play, have a mess around. Sound too bad actually. Sounds good. Right, okay. So I have right, there's a thing going on somewhere. It might be cool if I took it out, but let's see. Let me just play this a sec. I think it's this. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do here, because I quite like that, I'm going to duplicate this pattern. So this is another pattern, but it's exactly the same, except I'm now going to edit the MIDI because I want to take out this event. You know, you can move around your event. I'm going to select the event here. I'm not moving it. I just want to select it. I'm going to just delete that. So shift and clear, and then I'm just going to select that one and shift and clear. Sorry, that's quantize, shift and clear. And now I'll have the same pattern, but without the kind of grittiness. And this is important because once I go to my chords now, I can make a pattern with this, which I haven't got yet, see. I can make a pattern with this. On my scene 3, I'm going to use the third pattern where I bring the chords in, so it takes away the actual, you're with me, so it's taken away the actual, it's taken that out of the third pattern. So I'm going to go to this. I'll just sort it, I'll record it in. So so there we go, that's that. Now we can go to our scenes, and I can arrange more scenes now. Let me go to my song ideas. So we know scene 1 is just going to be this. Scene 2 is this. Scene 3 now can be this and this, but not that. And scene 4 can be the third pattern, the second pattern there, and the chords. So let me go to scene mode and just play through this. I'm also going to go shift follow, go to perform, and just change that to scene, so that I'm not having to hit the scene buttons exactly on cue sort of thing. If I just hit these now in order, it will just play, you know, play through the scenes without me having to worry about my timing being exactly right. You'll get the idea. Select the scene where we want to start. Guys, bless you all. I'm going to play it in a sec while you say Tarachi with you. Bless you all. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope if you have a machine, or you were thinking of ever getting a machine, or you like the idea of them, or you just enjoy listening to them, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much. I may have tomorrow evening off. I don't know yet. But yeah, thanks so much. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. Top job, cool beans, brilliant. I know I haven't been paying a lot of attention to the chat, but it takes a lot of brain power to me to concentrate on what I'm doing. Anyway, brilliant, top job. I thought that all worked out all right. So less than an hour, like 50 minutes. We've completely created all that stuff from scratch, not used any groups, just found sounds, put them in, used a couple of synth, some independent sound packs. So yeah, so easy peasy. Top job, cool beans. I will see you guys later. Ta-ra.